What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm here for the news. And here recently, John Morant has been suspended by the NBA once again. And John Morant is a fantastic basketball player, plays for the Memphis Grizzlies, can get downhill and get to the bucket faster than an avalanche. And one thing I'm starting to notice is a lot of people are blaming his friends. They're saying the people that you surround yourself with is the problem. You know, sometimes when you have kids and you're a parent, sometimes you tell your kids, hey, don't let other people influence you. Don't let other people be the reason you get in trouble. But sometimes it's your kid, the one who's doing the influencing. Sometimes it's your child, the one who's causing all the mayhem, the chicanery, the bullshit. And one thing I've learned about John Morant, he seems like the catalyst and the person who gets a lot of these shenanigans going. There was an incident with the Indiana Pacers where they're saying there was laser beams being pointed at the players after an incident on the court with the Pacers after the game by the buses. And we don't know if it was laser beams from just, regular beams, or was it laser beams from guns. But whatever the case, John Morant friends would never do that without his authorization. There's no way, no how. One thing I'm beginning to notice is that John Morant is the person who's getting all this shit going. They blamed his friend and saying his friend had him on Instagram Live, but his friend wasn't showing no guns. He was listening to the music, laughing and dancing, how most Negroes do, but he wasn't garnishing no weapon. John Morant took it upon himself to pull out a big-ass pistol, laughing and dancing with it, while the young man was on IG Live. Let's take a look at the clip. And, I don't want to get copyrighted for the music, but and as you can see, he hurried up and showed the pistol. He showed the pistol and his friend hurried up and put the camera down, trying to help him, trying to save him. He probably, when he was dancing in the midst of what's going on, from my perspective, had no idea John Morant, dumb, stupid ass, was going to pull out a gun again. I'm pretty sure they all had to talk. Hey, man, I got to do better, man. I got to make sure I ain't got no gun. Okay, yeah, bro, we going to make sure, we such and such. They had the conversation amongst one another. So none of his friends pulled out guns, but this dumbass nigga is the main one pulling out a weapon. That's why I say you have to be careful where you place blame. Sometimes if you want a child or you want a person, a significant other in a relationship, to react a certain type of way, you have to react a certain type of way in the beginning. Like, say you want your child to get good grades and keep their room clean. The first time they come bring home bad grades and the first time they don't keep their room clean, you don't underreact, you slightly overreact. I'm giving you game. I'm sprinkling that shit on you. I'm giving you the game. They don't know that you're not taking it as serious, but you want them to know that it means a lot. So you overreact instead of saying, hey, your room not clean or your grades not good. I'm just going to slap you on the wrist. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take your phone. I'm going to put you on punishment. I'm going to have your ass washing walls. I'm going to have you doing this, and this. Then the next time before they do that, you don't have to keep punishing. The NBA, they're going to have to come down hard on John Morant. They've been letting him off the hook time and time again. Now it's to the point to where they have to overreact. You have to over-police. Somebody was saying 25 games. It's borderline he needs 60. Because you just went through this. You just told him. You just suspended him. You just had a meeting with him. And he's back at it already. I mean, he hasn't learned nothing because you've been slapping him on the wrist for so long. If you meet a woman and you spoil her rotten from the very beginning, and then you expect her to act a certain type of way, it's never going to happen. You can't try to undo what you already did. You didn't already spoil the person. The same goes with a child. The same goes with anybody on a job. If you're on a job and you let a particular person get away with a lie, then it's going to be very difficult to reel them in without firing them. The Memphis Grizzlies probably eventually going to have to trade this young man. You would hope not. You would hope he would learn from his lessons. But anytime some shit flip and happen this fast again, he didn't learn anything. Let's watch this clip again. And he had the pistol out dancing while riding in a vehicle. Either all this stuff is orchestrated and staged, or John Morant is the biggest imbecile on the planet. Seriously. And you see now the pistol's gone. But, you know, I want to most definitely go over that clip because it's some good game to be given. Like I said before, anytime you're dealing in a relationship, whether it be you and your child, you and your significant other, how you start in the beginning is going to be very important. And the NBA started out being very lenient and giving out slaps on the wrist. And John Morant didn't learn from any of that. Now he's basically out of control. There's nothing now to be different if he was at a gun range and he was shooting and he was looking responsible. He's in a car laughing, listening to rap music, driving down the street, putting pistols up to his temple. That looks terrible for the NBA. The NBA is a major corporation, an international corporation, worldwide. And for him to be doing this is ridiculous and silly. And he was raised in a two-parent home with him and his dad, which makes it even more unbelievable. But John Morant gonna have to get his shit together and get it together soon. And I don't know how long Memphis can put up with this shit. They already got rid of Dylan Brooks. They said they're not bringing him back. And now John Morant is out here. As soon as the season's not even over, the playoffs is going on. And he's taken away from the playoffs. He's a distraction. And you're not even, you just lost to the Lakers. You would hope he was, somewhere resting up, maybe on vacation or out on an island, somewhere far away from the limelight to come back to get himself together so he can make a run at a championship. But that doesn't seem to be the case, and it's extremely unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. The NBA needs to come down hard on him. I say anywhere from 40 to 60 games. Not that 25 shit. They just gave him 8. He didn't learn his lesson, and that's coming off a whole lot of other shit that they let him off the hook on. So now you have to bring the full weight of the NBA down on his back. 40 games, sit his ass down, let him get his mind right. Hopefully, young brother gets his shit together, and I think he can. But I don't know why he wants to play gangster, because he's not. He's not a street guy. But you keep playing these wacky ass games, you're gonna get a wacky ass prize. But this has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm here for the news. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. John Morant was raised by his mama and daddy. I don't know why he acting like this. Ride. Peace.